Hey, welcome back. In this video, we will discuss how we can access the list items in Python. Okay, so list items are indexed and you can access them by referring to the index number. Okay, the first item has the index 0. All right, so let's declare a list here. So let's do fruits list. Okay, all right, and here I can do something like apple. Then let's do banana. Okay, once again I am making some typo. All right, and then cherry. All right, now for example I want to access the apple. So how we can do that? We can do that. So let's do print inside of that fruits list. Okay, and here we have to open up the square brackets, and inside of that we have to pass the index of that particular item. Okay, so index start at 0, so apple has the 0th index, so let's do 0. All right, run the program. We are getting apple. So if we want to have the banana, we can do 1, save, run the program. We are getting banana. If we want to have the cherry, so let's do 2, and we will have the cherry here. And in case if we just overflow something like, let's do 3. Okay, so there is no third index here inside of our list. Okay, so if I just run the program, we will get an index error. Okay, list index out of range. All right, okay, which is expected, right? So we can just do something like 0 right now. Okay, all right, now this index can be negative as well, so it is just like the strings. Okay, so the -1 index represents the last element of the array or the list. Okay, so if I just do -1, okay, so we will get cherry. All right, run the program. We are getting cherry here. All right, -2, we will get banana. -3, we will get apple. And if I just do -4, which is non-existent, we will get an error. Okay, list index out of range. All right, so let's start from 0. Okay, now this is basically how we can access the items inside of the list, right? Individual items here. Okay, now here we can add the range of indexes as well. To demonstrate that, what I can do, I can just do something like some of the other things as well. So let's add, okay, I don't want to do this one, I don't want to do this one. Okay, so orange, then let's do kiwi. Okay, let's add melon, and then let's add mango. Okay, all right, so we are having all of these ones, right? So now let's do something like this. So first of all, let's add 2 and then a colon and then 5. So this is the syntax for the range of indexes. Okay, you can specify a range of indexes by specifying where to start and where to end the range. So this is the starting index and this will be the ending index, but it is non-inclusive. So I will show it to you what I mean. So if I just run the program right now, we are getting cherry, orange and kiwi. Why is that? Let's find out. So apple has the 0 index, banana has the 1 index, and cherry has the 2 index. So we are starting from cherry. Then we are having this one, which is the 3 index, which is for the orange, and kiwi has the 4 index, right? And then melon has the 5 index. But once again, this 5, this particular ending index is not inclusive. So the thing or the item at that particular index, in our case it is the 5 index, will not be present in the list. Okay, I hope that makes sense. So once again, the index of the list starts from 0, right? And that is why it is happening. So it will start from cherry, then orange, then kiwi, and melon has the 5 index, but it will be not included inside of the result list. Okay, so many of the times what I'll do, I will just uh, talk about arrays. So whenever I am talking about arrays, you just remember I am talking about the list in Python. Okay, all right. So this is how we can access the range of elements. So for example, what I can do, I can just do something like this. Okay, so what exactly will happen? So it will start from 0 and go up to 4. All right. So we are getting apple, banana, cherry, and orange. And this is the fourth index basically. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. All right. So it will just stop just before the fourth index. Okay. This index is not included. All right. So we can do something like this as well. So if I just do something like 2 colon and just empty. So if I just do that, then we will start from cherry. So 0, 1, 2 and go up to the end of the array or the list. Okay. All right. And then we can do something similar with the negative indexes as well, which I am not showing it to you right now. But that is totally simple. So what we can do something like -4 to -1, something like that. Okay. So it will start at -4, end at -1, but -1 index will not be included. So here, as you can see, mango is not included. Okay. So before moving forward, I want to show another thing to you, how you can check if some item is inside of the list. So I can do something like print, and inside of that, what I can do, I want to check if orange is inside of the fruits list. So how I can do that? I can do that, first of all, just do orange in fruits list. Okay, so this is the syntax. It will return us a boolean. Okay, so if I just run the program, as you can see, we are getting true. So I will just do something like 0 here. Okay, so if I just run the program, as you can see, I am getting true here because orange is inside of this fruit list. But if I do something like capital O orange, the names are case sensitive, so that is why it will be false. Okay, so if I just do something like apple, something like that, if apple is inside of the list, yes, it is true. Okay, and then we can do something like, let's do banana or something like this, which is not inside of the array, right? So if I just run the program, as you can see, we are getting false. Okay, so I hope that makes sense. Okay, so in case if you want to check if an element or item is inside of a list, so you can do something like this. So first of all, the element, okay, element in that particular list. Okay, so it will return us the boolean. If the element is inside of the list, it will return us true, otherwise it will return us false. Okay, all right, so this is how we can access elements inside of the list in Python.